introduce the role of Treasury branch in the post office. The SAP application will be directly stored in the central server and work done in point of sale counter and point of sale back office will be synchronized from local server to central server through communications. Each officers, that is BO, SO and HO, is independent and having their own facility ID. Each employee is provided with a unique employee ID. Cash and stamp balances are separated. BO, SO and HO daily accounts are showing only cash balance and do not include the stamp balances and BO balances. BO daily account for all BOs are to be generated individually at account office and sent to respective branch post office. Cash request for branch post office and excess cash remittance from branch post office are to be raised on behalf of branch postmaster by the account office treasurer and supervisor. Point of sale counter transactions and financial transactions, CSC and IPPB transactions are fetched to daily account automatically and the remaining figures related to McCamish and treasury, that is bills paid transactions, will not be fetched automatically. They are to be accounted through voucher postings in finance and accounts. Sub post office and each branch post office transactions are to be posted separately to each facility. At the end of the day, physical cash should tally with DOP cash and pass cash should be 0 and cash in transit should be equal to actual transit figure. Then only daily transaction report can be generated. The F&A module is playing a major role through which all the accounting procedures in a facility ID to be handled before generating the office daily account. Friends, now let us discuss about the principle of accounting system. The treasurer should know the basic accounting principles for doing manual voucher posting. The accounts are mainly classified into 3 types, that is personal account, real account and nominal account. The fundamental rule of personal account is debit the receiver and credit the giver. The fundamental rule of real account is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. And the fundamental rules of nominal account is debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. This is called double entry system of accounting, and based on the principles, accounts are classified and CSI plus Finacle modules are developed. The treasurer should be aware of profit center, cost center and fund center to do proper accounting in the post office. The post office is classified into 3 types of centers. Profit center, the office which has its own income. Cost center, the office which is doing expenditure. Fund center, the office which estimates the budget. The profit center and cost center for an office is one and the same. Fund center is concerned HO. Friends, now we will be discussing about one more important key factor in the SAP, that is facility ID. The treasurer must be aware of the importance of the facility ID. Each post office is called as a facility ID having a unique 13-digit alphanumeric ID termed as facility ID. The treasurer must be aware of the importance of 3 types of cash available in the post office, and he must be able to generate the respective reports by using the respective transaction codes. DOP cash, this is the office cash available with the treasurer. POS cash, it is the cash available with the counters. Cash in transit, it is the cash which is shown in transit. The major F&A transactions are done by the treasurers are cash request and cash remittances, material management, that is receipt, sale and remittance of stamps, stationery and IPOs, voucher posting, etc. Friends, I hope you have understood the role of treasury branch and the work done at the treasury branch. The detailed work done at treasury branch will be discussed in the next session. Thank you so much for watching the video.